Hello, guys. Welcome to this live session. I'm just about to invite Ryan as well. So, last time we really enjoyed going live, and we want to come every week, and we'll see how that works out. So, coach, and he's been with the community for as long as I've been in the community, or probably longer. So, yeah.
Hello.
Hi, Ryan. How are you?
Hey, what's going on? How we doing?
Good. I'm good. The weather is really good today. Like I like a little misty and rainy weather. A lot of people like from Sydney may complain. It's like, it's raining again. But I actually like it. I enjoy it. So yeah,
Nice.
weather also gives me a good mood. So I'm in a good mood today.
Good. Yeah, we've had like the weather break here where it was like freezing cold the past month, and yeah, we've had a couple days like recently where it's like in the 50s, so it's been nice. So
Nice.
I'm happy about that. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the weekend. I love the weekend. So I was just sharing with the audience that we're enjoying coming live, so we might make it like a regular thing. And
Awesome.
yeah, we'll try and come every week, and we'll see how everyone's responding to it. Yeah, and let's dive deeper. So
Yeah, it feels good. It feels good to give different perspectives as coaches,
yeah.
and students of the work, and yeah, to really just go deeper to show people kind of the personal side and also just, sharing our perspective as well.
Yeah. Yeah, fantastic. So for today, like I thought we can dive deeper into commitment. And as I was flipping the pages of the book and this paragraph came up, and this is like another perspective of commitment. Like we know that our twin flames are constantly reflecting ourselves.
Hmm.
And the biggest issue people have is their twin flame is not committing to them,
Right.
and that's what's getting reflected. And it's really frustrating when you have a relationship where they're like in and out, there's no commitment, and they don't know how to resolve this.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm fully committed, like this is where things go wrong, where we're like, I'm fully committed to myself, I'm fully committed to my journey. Why isn't my twin flame reflecting that? So let's go deeper in this, and I thought this paragraph from the book would be like a good starting point so we can go deeper.
Perfect.
Yeah, so this is from page 148 from Twin Flames Finding Your Ultimate Lover. And this is part of Jeff's story, actually, your life. It's chapter 7 and says your twin flame union life purpose. And from this chapter, I picked up this paragraph on getting clear on your desires for your love life begins the process of attracting what you're specifically asking for. And it can be a journey and adventure all unto itself. You don't need to start out clear in order to get clear. Shalia and I had been working diligently on an individual basis before we met in order to get clear with what we were desiring to experience in our life. Our culture today sees many young people traveling, exploring, changing jobs, changing careers, changing partners, and changing cities to get clear on what they desire. Many young people have not discovered exactly what it is they desire in their lives yet. So they need to explore and experience contrast in order to gain clarity. This clarity is what brings the success and energy that so many people in society admire. This clarity is what brings any sort of specificity in at all. So when you attain clarity, it is easy for you to make a decision to commit your energy and move forward. I love this line. Like, I want to just underline this. I want to say this again. When you attain clarity, it is easy for you to make a decision to commit your energy and move forward. Until you attain clarity, you can't fully commit to anything for a reasonable period of time. Clarity is what lets us know with absolute certainty that we can move forward and let all the other options go. Clarity is what allowed me to commit to Shalia with absolute certainty in those first few months. So
Beautiful.
yeah. But what do you get from this paragraph?
Yeah, what I really get from it and what kind of comes up for me is just the importance of wanting the truth, right? And yeah, how much like relief there is in the truth, and how we're all kind of set free in the truth, and commitment is the choice to only go for the truth in your life. And
Hmm.
yeah, I really like what's shared there by Jeff about the contrast bringing the clarity, because
Yes.
I feel like for myself, sometimes it's like scary to step into the truth. So I'm like, oh, I'll choose contrast and I'll manifest these situations that kind of put me into a place where it's like, okay, now I have to get to the truth because I don't want to be here. And
Hmm.
I choose to let that go, right? I choose to let go of contrast now. But I feel like that's kind of been a lot of my journey, is like choosing contrast instead of just going for that that commitment, even to the good thoughts or the
Yeah.
things that I know about myself or who I am, and like really believing in myself to pursue my desire.
Hmm.
Commitment is such an important piece to all of this, because without commitment you're never going to achieve your physical union, right? Because it's just it's just like something you're wishing for, but there's no
Hmm.
action to be taken, right? And so commitment is, to me, is like taking action. It is being able to go all in that space of, I'm here, I'm present on earth, I'm ready to be with my person, I'm ready to be, true to
Hmm.
myself and my desires as a soul. So that, yeah, that's really what that brings up for me. How about yourself?
Yeah, 100%. This is what jumped out for me as well. And I think if I look back in my life, and that's exactly what I was doing, is changing cities, changing jobs, changing partners to get clear and like, what do I like? What do I want? And sometimes those lessons can come at any point in your life. And I honor each lesson that has led me to this point. Like, I feel even to get clear that, okay, am I really getting anything from the job that I'm doing? Like, this is what I'm right now working on. So this is fresh in my mind. And I'm like, I can share that energy with you guys that, okay, I came to this point that it's enough. Like, I don't need to drain myself into doing something that I don't fully enjoy. I may enjoy 5% of it, but God's not here for my 5%. I don't need to squeeze out myself just to get that 5% goodness. I can get 100% goodness in my life purpose being a coach. And when I choose to give that clarity to myself, the commitment naturally happens 100%.
Mm.
So the commitment follows clarity. And the clarity took me a lot of time to come to this point that I was like, okay, maybe it's always going to be my job and my coaching business. But then now I was like, okay, when I remove that and I give myself my 100% put, because I'm worthy of my love, because I'm worthy of love, because God wants to love me 100%, then I'm like, it gives me so much clarity. It gives me like 100% energy as well. So instead of my energy getting drained, my energy is now shifted to yes. And that yes, that commitment actually brings in, like, literally my life force is ready to move forward through my body. Now it's like as if my life force was just waiting on, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, enough, okay? Like, and yeah, when I say yes to what my soul desires, like, there's a complete, like, yes, and a pipeline of energy just going flooding my body, my system, and then I'm ready to move forward. So that's, yeah, that's the case for everything in your life, even your lovers, even your ultimate lover. Do you want your twin flame? This is something that it may take time on the journey to get clear that this is what I want. And it's okay to take time to get clarity, because clarity is what's going to bring the commitment. It may
Mm-hmm.
seem like, why should I commit to a guy who's not committed to me? That's the advice that people will give you out in the world, because that's the dating world advice. But unfortunately, those rules don't apply to twin flame. If it is your twin flame, and if it is them reflecting non-committal behavior, it is your non-committing to yourself that they are reflecting. So it may take a minute for you to come to this, and make it a practice to get to know how to understand the mirror that your twin flame is reflecting, and then choosing to heal that in your system, because your twin flame is reflecting your beliefs. They're not reflecting your thoughts, they're not reflecting your just mere actions, they're reflecting your beliefs. So if you totally believe that you are committed, and it is not coming from a place of thinking from the mind, but actually your body, mind, soul is totally committed, there's no question to that, that's when it happens. That's when they will commit to.
Beautiful. So I like what you're sharing. Like, clarity is what you're focused on, and so that's why the inner work is so important. That we've learned and that we're sharing, because without the inner journey, that you're committing to first, you can't physically commit to anything if you don't know what to commit to. And I feel like a lot of the time on my journey, I spent thinking about things or exploring with my third eye, but not really allowing myself to commit to feeling all of the feelings associated with what I was experiencing. So it kind of was like this, like up and down energy. And like what you're sharing is like allowing yourself to feel the experience of what you're going through first, and then you commit to where the clarity is, and then the manifestation occurs. So you can't manifest something without being clear in what you're looking to manifest and attract and create for yourself. So yeah, I think the first thing here is making sure that you're giving yourself a lot of space to feel and to connect and to let yourself embrace those uncomfortable feelings that the twin flame journey is bringing up for you, right? And like, it's not really like, sure, you have this person and like the relationship is like challenging, but like I think the real challenge is putting yourself first, maybe in a world where maybe that's not what you were shown that is safe to do, because the big things that you're going through, they can really emotionally overwhelm you and intellectually overwhelm you, because you're just not used to taking space and taking the time to break down those walls that are being attacked, or they feel like they're being attacked. And so then you go into more of the same pattern mentally, instead of just physically creating that situation that you're really looking for, which is peace and union with your twin flame, physical intimacy, connection, safety, alignment. And yeah, the commitment is self-commitment. The commitment is on a soul level, like, what is the purpose and what is this leading me towards always? And then yeah, you open up there, and it's okay to take rest. It's okay to set boundaries, and like not feel like, oh, if I don't talk to them, like I'm gonna lose them, or if they don't talk to me, I'm gonna lose them. Like, they're one with you. And yeah, I think it's safe to let go of this, like, I need to make them something in my head. I need to make this like something really big, and like I need it to feel like such a special thing that like never leaves. And yeah, like, and then it's like in the opposite end, it's like it's either really special or it's really dramatic and painful, and like, oh my God, they're like the worst thing in the world, right? Like, your twin flame is you. So like, whatever your perception is literally what you think about yourself and what you're experiencing within yourself, and it's safe to accept that you're having those thoughts about yourself, you're having those feelings about yourself, you're having that shame or that blame come up towards them, or you're looking at the third party and you're like, why is this happening? Why are they treating me so poor? It's just about seeing that it's deeper than what you're seeing, right? It's what you feel. How present are you? How connected are you? How sincere are you with your relationship with God and yourself?
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, and it is a path to your self-realization. It is a path to uniting with God, uniting with universe. It is what our deepest desires of every human being has been. And this keeps popping up in this discussion. Is like, actually, I was also exploring whether I just want to be alone, or do I desire a partner? And that clarity is so important. It's like I was split, and maybe a part of me was faking the desire of wanting to be alone, is because of seeing how other people have been in relationships and been in pain. So probably also the path of sannyas came from that relationships are painful, so they didn't know how to deal with it, and like, okay, let's just find another way to get to God, and being with God is really peaceful, so let's just do that and let go of how it is to be a human being. But being a human being is about being in union how God created you as a masculine and a feminine, is accepting all aspects of you and not denying one or the other. So I think that also brought clarity and commitment to me when I realized that I don't want to be alone. I don't want to do this alone. I don't want to, take the path of loneliness with God. And, I don't want to be a nun. I want to be with my twin flame. I want to have a healthy, organic life the way I have a family. So I have these desires. Getting clear on these aspects also really helped me to commit fully into the path of twin flame harmonious union as my path, as my journey to God. So, and then letting go of all other parts. And that was another thing in the book, like you will let go of other parts or other ways or other, choices that you have made. Letting go of that brings you that commitment and clarity as well.
Beautiful. Yeah, and I really like, based on what you're saying, like about how you desired your lover, you desire your twin flame in your life, like it's about knowing that, like, it's not punishment to be in a relationship. It should not feel bad. It should not take you from the freedom that God is giving you. It's actually enhancing it, right? And I think that that's really the relief that we all need, is to know, like, your twin flame is the best. Like, they're the best thing going in your life, like, other than you and your experiences. But like, you look at this person and they know you. You connect with them, and they can sense who you are on the deepest of levels, and it's not like this, like, mystery. They're not like a mystery. They're you. And why would you not want to explore that and grow in that, and like work through the things that are challenging? Because maybe those things that are challenging for the world too. And so when you find those places that feel really challenging, and you feel and commit to working through them, you find these new openings in your mind that you always desired, and it's just going to feel so good, I can imagine, to just have peace and harmonious union, like, where you're just like, wow, like, we did it, and now we can start our life in this way that we're actually created. Like, why would you not choose that, right? Yeah, like, I think of Yogananda as well, and Sri Yukteswar was Yogananda's guru, and also twin flame, right? And so that's a really funny thing to me, is like, that choice to get so close to God, you're right there with your twin flame, right? And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter like how you perceive the journey, but when you allow yourself to open up to all of the feelings and thoughts that you have about your perfect relationship with God and God taking care of you and loving you and embracing you in every single way that you just want to feel it physically will become, when you let it. And like now I'm at the point where like I'll just like think of things and then they're physically like right there in each moment, like it just boom 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 boom, and it's because I can sense myself just letting God do the work really through me, like, and share to me, like, and my anxious mind, like, no, you're safe. Like, you're so safe. And I think that's also the commitment to safety, the commitment to knowing that my thoughts can be purified. I can be perfectly healed. I am one with God. I am one with, all. And everything is teaching me something. Everything is expanding my beingness because I'm just going through an experience that I'm yet to know what tomorrow holds, right? So I commit to the journey. I commit to what is beautiful and true to who I am as a soul. What I got.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that. I absolutely love that. Yeah, that's another thing that keeps you going on the journey as well. It's the taste of God. And you've like seen and experienced that through your twin flames eyes. You've experienced that. And that is what you continue to experience. And you're like, once you have that taste, it's like, I want more of that. I want, how can I get closer to God? And even Jeff and Shelley have mentioned that, like, you can see it as a bait, like your twin flames is also like a bait, and tingling that desire within you as a soul to be united with your creator. So yeah, and it's such an honor to experience that on the journey, while even on the journey committing to your life purpose, living your life purpose, and enjoying how your soul is journeying back to its creator, of how it has always been in union, and letting go of separation, letting go of the illusion of separation, and seeing more and more union in the life, live everywhere in your life, including in your love life. So yeah, it's beautiful.
It is. And I feel like, yeah, that feels really good. And just knowing that, like, the earth as well is not like a place that isn't heavenly, that isn't divine, and isn't created to really understand um, what heaven is like. Like, earth is, we're supposed to understand what heaven is like on earth, and that it is that profound. Like, I was outside just like with my dog today, and I was walking him and I'm just looking at the sky and it was just so gorgeous, and I'm like, the only thing that tells me that this isn't the most beautiful thing ever is the ego,
Yeah.
right? And this like illusion that like this is not like perfection here on earth. And yeah, I feel that, like, just allowing myself to not feel separate from, like, feeling really good, feeling really expressive, and not like pressuring myself to feel bad almost. Like, no, that's what the earth tells you, right? Is like, you gotta feel bad about something. Like, it's gotta
Yeah.
suck, right? And it's
Yeah.
like, no, it doesn't. And that goes for everything in your life. And I think that our community does a really good job of touching every place of what heaven is like when it comes to twin flame, your diet, your eating, your workout routine, your day-to-day life. And yeah, like, it's okay to be supported. It's okay to learn these things about yourself, of what you need in order to really commit to the journey, and to get past these places where you think, oh, I could never be that great, or I could never have this thing, or I could never have that thing. Yes, you can. You were built for it all. And there are others on this path like ourselves who are walking and supporting you as well as we are supported. We are humbled by what we've learned, and we want to help you.
Yeah, yeah. That's the joy that gives us that, because God moves through us as being coaches, and that's the union we enjoy in our life purpose. That's the union with God, because we called to be coaches and called to love you guys in this place in this way, and there's nothing else that would rather do. And yeah, yeah.
And it's really just knowing the teaching, right? The
Mm,
teaching is like what we've really ingrained into ourselves,
mm,
and to be able to embody that for ourselves, it's
yeah,
really a profound thing that we are humbled by, and it makes it easy to want to talk about
yeah.
this, because we know so much.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's a beautiful thing. Is truly anything possible with God? Of course, everything is possible with God, and God is looking to um, just work, just show, reveal Himself, herself through us in every moment that we exist. And that's actually all that we're looking to do, is allow more God consciousness to fill ourselves, so that we don't even really have to do much
Mm,
except just be, and allow that energy to just create in our lives and connect us all perfectly. It all happens organically. It's very
mm,
natural, it's easy, and that's the twin flame connection, is that exact
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
It's just let it happen.
Mm. Yeah, it's your gateway to heaven, like you said, you know.
Yeah.
The idea of earth that we thought earth was, or it's full of misery, and it's a planet where there's death and there's misery, there's sadness, there's separation. But this the teachings is the gateway to knowing that no, that is not true, and you can experience heaven here right now. You know, it's like it's the other day I was like literally thinking that actually it's hell that needs security. It's hell that
Wow.
needs, yeah, that needs people to guard its gates. But heaven has no gates. It's literally open. The door is open to everyone. It doesn't need security because it's already innately secure. It's secure in its vibration. It's hell when, you know, it's like a when you're working for a gang, and then when you leave the gang you will be killed. You're so afraid to leave the gang. That's what hell feels like. You're so afraid to leave it. And and
Wow.
your ego is guarding your mind. It's like, don't leave it. It's too scary out there. But actually, yeah, but actually, that's where your liberation is. Your liberation is in heaven. It's here right now. The whole consciousness is here. God is who is running everything. God is the government that you need to be part of. God is the government that you should be voting for. And who
Wow.
cares, you know, who cares what the hell's government is? You live for God's government. So that's the thought that I was,
That
just
is so
thinking.
profound, really. That's exactly what I needed to hear. That's really like this feeling that I've been like struggling with, I guess.
Yeah,
And yeah, thanks for sharing that. Yeah.
you're
Like
welcome.
hell's
Yeah, and
government is what we're holding on to.
yes, yes. It's the separation consciousness. We need to just stop voting for it. We just need to stop subscribing to it. All we need to do is surrender to what the truth is. God's government is already there. Heaven is already there. It's the small space in our mind that is causing the hell. All we need to do is just leave it and come to heaven and be united with God. Yeah.
Amen. Yeah, that's really a beautiful statement, and I feel like it's a perfect conclusion to,
Yeah.
yeah, what we just shared.
Yeah.
And yeah, tomorrow you have your workshop tomorrow, right?
Yeah, it's gonna start. Actually, I moved it. do today and tomorrow. So it's gonna start literally in an hour.
Oh, wow. All
Yeah,
right.
looking forward to it. Yeah, yeah. It's
Awesome.
gonna be amazing. It's a seven chakra, and I was also feeling into it that God may want me to focus more on the root chakra today, and even if I'm not able to cover other chakras, I might extend the workshop for 4 days or something.
Awesome.
But I'm gonna do complete
I'm definitely
justice to
gonna
that.
purchase it. So either way, if I don't know if I can make it tonight, but I'm definitely gonna purchase your workshop, and yeah, I
Awesome.
look forward to learning from it. And
Yeah.
yeah, if there's anybody who desires to heal the chakras, you can join.
Yes. Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Abir.
Thank
This was great
you.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun, and we'll come with a different topic each week, and yeah, you guys can comment on this post. I'm sure Abir will post these each week, and
Yeah.
you guys can comment what you would like to see in the future.
Yeah.
So, thank you all. Thank you,
Thank
Abir.
you.
Namaste, and
Namaste.
God bless, guys. Bye bye.
Bye.
You're welcome.